All right, guys. So I completely finished volume 5, chapter 3 of RWBY, unforeseen circumstances. But okay, so I love that they show all four of the characters, Ruby, Weiss. Well, no, they didn't show Yang this time. Okay, I take that back. But they do jump from character to character. It's really cool. So they showed a lot of Blake, then they showed Weiss. I don't know, Ruby, then Weiss. Oh, and when they showed Ruby, I loved it. I was freaking out literally like this because I saw this thing on my neck. Whatever. Anyway, I saw Oscar and he was able to actually transform or like his consciousness. It's Oscar and Ozpin. So Oscar, if he allows it, can switch personalities. And so Ozpin was talking using Oscar as a vessel to talk to Team Ranger. And it was so funny because he was saying stuff like, I will be teaching you. You will now be the teacher, or I will now be teaching you. And he had his cane, and if I could bring the cane, is spinning his cane. Is so cool, saying, "I'm going to be your teacher, and I'm gonna basically, I'm gonna whip you into shape. I'm gonna whip you into shape." And is talking about John not showing his semblance yet, so I can't wait to see that. I really want to see Jean's semblance. I mean, it's been freaking 5 volumes and we haven't seen Jean's semblance. It's very frustrating. Like, really, really, dude. Like, really, really, Rooster Teeth. You haven't shown Jean's semblance yet. It must be a big semblance to hold us back for so long. Kind of frustrating. Because it's like, is Jean OP? I know it sounds like a silly question. I know a lot of there's a fan base for Jean. I'm not one of them because Jean frustrates me. I'm more with Renegades React with Micah. If you know Micah from Renegades React, I completely agree with him about Jean. You know, he doesn't really contribute much. He kind of, he was the butt of the joke. You know, he was he was the one everyone laughed at when you first met him. He was just a joke, and now he's gotten better. But it took so long. It took freaking volume 1 to volume 5 for him to get better. Well, in volume 4 you see him slowly progressing with that sad scene with him watching the video of Pyrrha telling him what to do and how to fight. That was a very tearjerker scene in volume 4. But anyway, so that's cool though that Oscar can do that. I was so freaking I can't believe that. That's really clever and really cool that Oscar can do that. He can just allow Ozpin to take over, and then so that's so cool now because that Oscar's gonna train Team Juniper, all of them, gonna whip them into shape, and then he has to train. And that'd be so cool to see Oscar fighting. And then he said something about Ozpin said something about him fighting Salem in the past, and then the gods punished him, gave him a curse that he has to jump from one person to the other person to another person, and only people with like-minded ideas or like-minded thoughts and feelings, I guess. So if some male wants to take over the world, some evil villain, Ozpin's not going to enter into his mind and share the same soul or same body because they're not compatible. So only people who think alike. So Oscar must, want to do good in the world. He just didn't know how. And this is the best way. So that's really cool. I'm really excited about that, to see more about that, Oscar and Ozpin. And then you have Weiss being captured by the bandits, and she did summon a little tiny knight. And it looked like it ends there, so I'm thinking maybe she's going to use that knight to get out, summon it even bigger and break out and survive, or maybe more likely, she's going to send that little knight, he's going to be a little tiny small thing, to travel to Winter and tell Winter what's going on. and then Winter will know, and she'll go save her sister. That's my guess is what's going to happen next. And then the beginning of this episode of Volume 5, Episode 3, Chapter 3, it was all about Gira giving his speech, and then Ilya showing up in the crowd, just randomly saying. And so it's exciting, you know. We have Gira who's talking about we need to be loving, kind, peaceful, patient, tolerant to get to progress to where we need to be for the White Fang, you know, for Faunus. To be equal, we need to be patient, loving, caring, and try to cooperate. Biggest thing is cooperation with the humans. And then Ilya's like, no, we can't cooperate with the humans who screwed us over basically and gave us this tiny patch of land, you know, this island called Menagerie. We don't want that. We can't side with the humans who didn't help us out when, you know, Ilya's saying, when my parents died in the mines, who was there to help me? No one. No humans helped me. So side on Adam's, you know, join Adam's side. And let's, through violence and hate, let's change the world. Let's make Faunus equal or even better than humans, you know. That's what they're thinking. So it's hate versus love, you know. Kind of. That's all it comes down to. The White Fang. You know, Adam is more hateful and aggressive and just being destructive, kind of like Magneto in X-Men. There's Magneto, and then there's Professor X. You know, Professor Xavier was more peaceful in his approach, while Magneto was more aggressive in his approach to equality for mutants, and in this case, Faunus. Kind of the same concept. And then let's see what else. And of course, I reacted and saved my original reaction on my on my computer. So when I'm allowed to post my reaction, I will, and you'll see it. And I was smiling, like I said, I was smiling from ear to ear. It's just crazy. I was so excited. I was jumping around. I was so happy to see this. Like, the Oscar thing is really cool to me. I'm so looking forward to seeing Oscar training Team Juniper. This is gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna love it. He's so freaking cool. And then when he's able to fight, when Oscar's able to fight with Ozpin's powers, it'd be so cool. But then I'm thinking, with Ozpin, why was he cursed? Because he couldn't he couldn't stop Salem. He said, in Volume 1 he said, and he referenced this in the volume. In Volume 5, he referenced what he said in Volume 1, where he said, I've made more mistakes than any man, woman, and child on this earth has ever, done. And when I heard that in Volume 1, I didn't really react much to it, but I kind of kept it in the back of my head thinking, what did Ozpin do? If he's saying that, if he's actually saying he's done worse things than any man, woman, and child has ever done, or made more mistakes, I'm like, what kind of mistakes are you talking about? I mean, you really think very little of yourself, or you take things to heart too much. But now I see why, because he fought Salem and Team Witch in the past, and he failed to stop Team Witch, or Salem. In this case, he failed to stop Salem. And then the gods punished him with this curse. It's like, why didn't the gods just stop Salem? I'm guessing because when Crow talked about that story about the gods, it was the god of creation. Is this light god and this dark god, the god of darkness who created the Grimm, and the god of light who created life. So the two gods, one was of life, the other was destruction, and I'm guessing the god who made darkness, he created Salem, because Salem must have been the first Grimm, because they did mention in one of the volumes, I think, in Volume 2, with the elephant scene, and Oobleck was talking to RWBY about how the Grimm, as they get older, they get smarter and more intelligent. Like it's evolution basically. So it seems like Salem must have been the first Grimm, and she must have started out being stupid and dumb or whatever, and then she just through survival and process of elimination, she realized, okay, can't do this because I'll die or risk getting hurt. And then eventually she got older and older, and now she is the creature that she is. You know, this highly evolved, highly intelligent Grimm that's very powerful and strong. Anyway, or maybe the god of darkness created her and trained her or gave her all his power or something or another. I think Salem, and this is my theory, I think Salem destroyed the moon. The moon up above. Whenever they show Ruby and the moon and it's always broken, I think Salem broke the moon. I really do. Call me crazy, but I think Salem has that kind of power in her repertoire. Repertoire. I can't even say the word. Anyway, it's late. I'm tired. But anyway, she has that power, I'm pretty sure, and she's able to destroy the moon. I think so. She might have destroyed the moon when it was like this huge battle. Maybe when Salem was fighting Ozpin, and then she sent some kind of attack towards him, and it missed and went up and hit the moon and blew the moon up. That's my guess, anyway. I don't know. So what else? Trying to think. What else we're gonna see? It was showing. Showed Ilya saying what she said, and then Sun fighting back. Then you had Ruby and Oscar. That was again the best part, the best scene ever. That was really fun. I really liked that. Oh yeah, and Crow's gonna look for some huntsmen, so we get to see huntsmen and huntswomen or huntresses. So we get to see some new characters. That's gonna be cool. Able to fight. And then the White Fangs said they're gonna attack in 2 months, or their plan is to attack in 2 months. That's what the scrolls said. So they plan on attacking in 2 months. So we gotta prepare for that. So Blake and the Belladonnas, they're gonna have to prepare. I'm trying to think anything else major happened. Not really. I mean, that's about it. You know, so I'm just. Oh yeah, the whole Weiss thing. She's gonna be used as ransom from the bandits, and I don't know if Jacques, her stepfather, is really gonna save her. I don't think he will, because he probably doesn't like what Weiss did, just leaving. Well, that's it. I can't think of anything else. It was exciting to see Oscar and Ozpin and the whole transforming or switching of consciousness. That's really cool. But when you guys see this, this will be a week from today. So actually, you guys will be seeing this November 5th. Remember, the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. V for Vendetta. I thought of that because of November 5th is probably when you guys will see this video. Also, speaking of which, this is October 29th, 2017, and my birthday is tomorrow, October 30th. Yeah, surprise. Just saying. Yeah, October 30th, and the day before Halloween. And I know Ruby's birthday is October 31st. Ruby's birthday is Halloween. So I'm 1 day before hers. Anyway, so that's about it, guys. I will put somewhere on the screen, I think over here, is where, wait, no, let me do that better. Come on. I can never tell my right from my left on this screen because it's reversed. So I'm like moving my left arm, but on the screen it looks like, anyway. So yeah, somewhere over here is going to be the annotation or the little icon for my Taekwondo martial arts. There we go. My martial arts. And then up here will be, yeah, up there in this corner, nope, in that corner right here is going to be a video if you guys want to watch more videos from me. please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share and see if we can build my channel. Help me out, guys. I really want to have a lot of subscribers so I can then start watching other things without getting copyright strikes. If I'm able to upload my working together, you can help me and my channel, not just this channel but my other channel. But you can also help this channel by, if I get enough subscribers, enough viewers, I can start posting and uploading my actual reaction to RWBY instead of doing these commentaries. But until then, without getting copyright strikes. So until then, thanks, guys. This is Blazek. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate all support. Comment down below your thoughts. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.